So, we're about to start what I think is one of the more annoying areas of the game. It is closer now. The crying faces of ice announce the proximity of the Covenant. They something the pain awaiting inside its walls. I ask the cold to be merciful and allow me to climb to the peaks, where I will be born as a sister of the Golden Visage. So remember, I told you you kind of want to jump with the wind and not against it. Okay, we got a new enemy here, carrying like a sarcophagus on their back. I don't remember if we can block their attacks or not. This enemy, on the other hand, I know we can, but they knock us back when we block their attacks. I kind of like these enemies. I think they're kind of like a cool and interesting design. Kind of remind me of living walls from D&D. And there's our buddy with the bell. Again, we want to be careful not to jump against the wind. We want to jump with the wind. There are a lot of jumps here that I do not like. So there are several goodies over here we can get, but I'm going to save those for a little bit later. And there's another Moonchild. I don't think we have what we need to catch that one. So let's just put a marker here. Jump with the wind. The music here is really nice. Okay, let's wait and see which way the wind blows. So yeah, we want to go over there, but we want to make sure that statue is not in our way. Actually, I'm just going to skip you if I can avoid it. Okay, another... Ow, that's going to be bad. Oh, we can block it, okay. So I don't know where the bell monster went. Oh, it's just waiting for us up here. That statue in the wall is such trouble. Okay, so let's mark our map so that we know the... excuse me, let's mark our map so we know the Moonchild is over here. Okay, jump with the wind. And what do you have to say? I can bear it no longer. The sound, that ringing will follow me forever, no matter where I go. This is my sentence. It is time to cross towards the other side of this cursed dream. And you, well, should we spend the money? I'm not sure. How close are we to where we want to be? We're pretty close. Ah, nuts. So we're back down here. As I said, probably the part of the game I find more annoying than any other. Good job, Penitent One. Good job. All in all, it's not really that bad because we are getting lots of tears, and we're going to want those. Okay, wait for the wind to turn in our favor, or at least not be against us. Okay, I'm going to try to take this enemy out. And hopefully the statue and the bell monster won't give us too much trouble. Oh, that was not good. Well, it's not that bad, really. But, you know, don't jump against the wind. Jump with the wind. That didn't turn out so good. I think the tedium gets to me a little bit. Okay, come on, wind. Ouch. Oh, this is a nice death. I like that one because it sort of gives us some information about the enemy. You may think the enemy is the statue walking around with a sword, but there's a corpse or something in there. And what I think happening is that the corpse in there is sort of haunting its sarcophagus. And what we do is we sort of bash the bejesus out of the corpse, which stops it from moving the statue around. Alright, we got some sort of bone. Parental bone of Lasser the Inquisitor. Unlike other Inquisitors, Lasser showed an unusual amount of indulgence towards the accused, even to the point of stopping executions. His weakness left him to excommunication and exile. Ah, so you didn't murder people, you know, indiscriminately, so you had to be thrown out of the church, and, yeah. And then left to forced to go out and die. Alright. So over here we find the muted bell. Tin bell now empty. Strangely, one could swear to hear a slight tinkling in the presence of strange energies. Slightly protects its user from attacks of a magical nature. Well, maybe we'll switch these two out. So remember that corpse over there was talking about that ringing? He probably meant this bell. And we should look at the bell's lore. When he entered that room full of paintings and statues, he was surprised to find under a dirty sheet the marble figure of a man who seemed to offer him something lustrous that he held in his cold stone hands caught his attention. A shapeless fruit the size of an apple, with a silvery glow and a delicious appearance. Hungry as he was, he took it, but when he tried to bite it, he had to hold back a yelp of pain. for the fruit turned out to be made of metal. Confused, he grabbed a nearby stone and smashed the fruit with all his might, managing to make a small crack in it, from which a dense reddish liquid poured. Without thinking twice, he drank the liquid, which tasted like salty blood. So maybe it was what do you call it? Like a heart that got turned into metal? Okay, which way is the wind blowing? Okay, so we're on the right side of the graveyard right now. We could go down, but we're not going to. Now we took out the bell monster. Oh, see, that's what happens. I jumped against the wind and I can't make it. I'm gonna jump with the wind. I just barely made it. Okay, there's a bell monster. So there's a statue over there to smash. But that also opens up a wall. This is how I find most of the secret passages in this game. I smash something that just happened to be close enough to a breakable wall. And what do we find in here? The oil of the Pilgrims, and we are going to anoint ourselves. And that gives us an extra bar of fervor. I don't know how many there are in total, and I don't think I found them all the first time I played through. So we will keep our eyes open and see if we can find more this time around. Alright. Okay, let's wait for the wind to be in our favor again. And run, 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 jump. Made it. Okay, now you can see that over there. We could go and get it. We're not going to, at least not yet. We're going to go over here. Because over here, well, over here there should have been a save point. I was wrong. Oh, who's this?
Sister of mine, as I foretold you, someone is heading towards the Forbidden Gate. Someone who seeks the purge and excommunication of all that is sacred and rests there. No, no, do not place your doubts on me. I am ready.
So there's somebody talking to his sister, and we don't see him with anybody. But we did hear about somebody who was supposedly talking to their sister, even though they couldn't see her. Now, if my timing was good, I should be able to dodge when you swing at me. But my timing is not good. And that looks like an urn or a vase full of body parts. Okay, we are on the Covenant of Our Lady of the Charred Visage. Now, there's plenty to explore here, but we're not going to do much of exploring right now. I'm going to try to get past this enemy. 1, 2, nope. Let's just try hitting you once. Ouch. Oh, way too soon. Now, her attacks, I'm pretty sure, are way too strong for us to block. We're going to have to dodge those. So I hit her once or twice. and then dodge. But the thing is, she'll get us on the backswing. So we gotta be careful. Now, I wanted to save up here, because it feels like it's less of a trip. Because we're going to go back and try to get those 2 items that we missed. So let's wait for the wind. Let's jump. Come on back. And what do we find? We find the piece of a tombstone. Now this is something I really like having. And I don't know what I'm going to unequip. Maybe we'll do this one. A piece of ceramic slab, strangely found on the snowy peaks. Those from the village rarely left their arid lands to face the cold of the mountains. But this tombstone had undoubtedly belonged to someone in Alburo. The fragment confers resistance to falls, eliminating recovery time. So we're just going to equip that. It is said that the Alburo graveyard is even older than Alburo itself. It was built even before the church was erected. It was a graveyard isolated from everything in this arid orchard land, considered unholy. The church did not take long to find out about this, and dug up all the tombs, scattering the remains across the fields. That's when the Brotherhood of the Genuine Sepulchres was founded, in charge of collecting the remains of the dead and giving them a second burial. I have kept this piece of clay tombstone since then. So when we fall, and we're going to fall a lot, we're not going to hit the ground as hard, and we'll recover faster. Okay, might as well take you out while I'm here. No, get off the wall. Stop that. Penitent 1, you are making life difficult. Okay, let's just wait for the wind to change. Now what we want should be over here. And again, we're going to wait for the wind to blow in our favor. And there we go. There's the first thing. The Optical of Teleka the Metalsmith. Did I read that right? Teleka was not your everyday metalsmith. Skulls were the basis of his creations. With jeweled skulls his specialty, his last wish was to become the most beautiful piece in his collection. Okay, now this is a tough one, but I think we might be able to make it. Let's run and jump. And what we want to do is wait for the wind to blow in our favor, and then run across and jump again. Come on, come on, come on. Made it. And this is the empty Bile vessel. I don't know if we did come across one of these, didn't we? It's a vessel made of crystal and gold, capable of holding the hallowed bile that emanates from morning fountains. Yes, we did read this. So now there is a fountain around here. Nah, we'll have to come back and get our guilt. Well, we don't have to. We could always go to a confessor statue. So we want to go down here to get our vessel filled, and then come back up. You're still here, and you're still a problem. You're a big problem. Nah, you didn't get us this time. There's another one of these bell monsters over here. Ouch. Wonderful. See, as usual, the wind is our greatest enemy. Okay, wait for the wind to die down, run and jump. And what we want is right over there. Alright, so now we got 4 flasks. And we could pay to get them powered up. But we're going to save that for a little while later. Okay, wait for the wind to blow, and hope that I can make it. Just enough. Now, technically, if we wanted to, we could kind of game the system a little. What I could do is sort of quit and go to the title menu, and then load the game. And that will bring us back to where we saved last. I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with doing that, but at least if we play this way, we still get more tiers and whatnot. And then stuff like that happens. Okay, now you're dead, right? Yes. Now we actually want to go up, but we're going to go down this way, and we're going to talk to this corpse. The sisters humbled themselves before before 2 holy figures in their crypts. What secrets might they be keeping? Their eyes anticipate sacrifice, anticipate pain, anticipate blood. Alright, that's a hint. So keep your eyes open. So this is a very dangerous area. Of course, there's the enemy over there that's been beating the hell out of us with its urn full of limbs. But there's also that magma that's pouring down on us. And what might not be so obvious is that sort of greenish-looking cloud. That greenish-looking cloud is poisonous, and it will hurt us. It won't flat-out kill us, but it will hurt us. That magma will hurt us, and that woman with that urn will hurt us. So we're not going to bother going this way, at least not yet. We are going to bother going this way. And you see those guys? They kind of remind me of flea men from Castlevania. They just kind of jump at you. That woman is a problem, because she breathes fire. And she sort of breathes fire in response to your attacks. Now, I don't know if we can slide past her. I haven't really tried. But we want to go this way. And it brings us to the Graveyard of the Peaks. In fact, we might be able to use this to go to the Confessor statue. But first we're going to go in here. So there's a statue over there. It's carrying something. But it's in front of a portcullis. But there looks like these two little red spots of blood there. Well, I didn't figure this out for the longest time. I must have nearly completed the game before I realized what I need to do over here. What we want to do is stand in front of this portcullis and hit, well in our case it's the A button, whatever button we use to hurt ourselves, to draw some of our blood, and that will open it up. And we get the Heart of the Unnamed Minstrel. That's another heart for our sword. The sword core, forged amidst ballads of forbidden verses, can be inserted into mea culpa. Reduces the duration of a parry, but eases the execution of a righteous repose. Sing for me, Cantor, and may your songs relieve my pain. Those were the words written on the tombstone. There lay the one who prayed by singing, creator of verses that one fateful day reached the wrong hearts. And even if we no longer hear his voice, and no one calls his name, his singing will remain with us forever. So I usually don't use the hearts very much. Most of them seem like they have drawbacks that are just really not worth it for what I'm trying to accomplish. Now there is a door up there, and I think we can reach it now. Yep. Oh. Hi. You look pleasant. Well, this is actually a good person, so let's go and talk to her.
Blessed are the eyes that with devotion see my tormented heart. Let the ones who are joyful in affliction and fasting come to me, for they are pleasant penance. 6 sting pains lance my flowery breast. Take the first one and purge one of your 6 mortal stains of the soul.
Alright, so our maximum health has increased. Now I don't remember that woman's name, but we're going to find her several times during the course of the game, and each time we do, she's going to increase our health bar. Now she said there were 6 swords that pierced her bosom, but she also has one that pierced her hand, so I don't know if she's going to do it for us 6 times or 7. Let's find out. But first you. We will cleanse our guilt for 300. Thank you. So do I want to go back down to Albero? I don't think there's anything I can do down there yet. But the woman selling stuff is right here. Actually, maybe we should put a little marker here so that way we know she's here. I don't know, there's a save point right there. I think that'll be easy enough to remember. Now keep your eyes open during these elevator rides, because sometimes you're going to see stuff going up and down the shafts that you want to come back for later. I guess we really didn't need the save, but I'm going to try equipping one of these hearts. Let's try this one. So, our parries are going to be shorter, but we're going to be more likely to execute righteous ripostes. Yeah, they're pretty quick.